Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for joining me for 5-Minute Stories. I'm Miss Ashley, the youth librarian at the Port Charlotte Public Library. Today I have a story for you in front of my fireplace that is a tradition in our house. We read it every year, ever since it was written 200 years ago. It's a very old and very wonderful story that's actually a poem. It's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and I'm going to read it to you, just like Clement Moore read it to his kids 200 years ago, right after he wrote it. He came home on a snowy day, told his family to gather around the fire, and he told them, I wrote a poem about Christmas that I would love to share with you. And he read it just like this. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. We know who St. Nicholas is, right? The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, ho, ho, ho. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Ho, 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 ho. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down of a thistle, just like that. But I heard him exclaim, before he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, that's just one of my favorite Christmas stories. So much fun to share. And we have many copies in the library, including this one, The Night Before Christmas. Some of them have Santa Claus as a mouse, and some have them in all different ways, but they all have the same immortal words by Clement C. Moore, written 200 years ago. So definitely put one on hold now and enjoy it with your family on Christmas Eve. And don't forget, if you hear those reindeer clip-clop on your roof, don't wake up. Go right back to sleep because you know St. Nicholas is going to leave you a special treat. Happy holidays and always happy reading.